This video talks about oxidative burst, HMP shunt, and some of the associated topics. So let's get right into it. One of the things that we use oxygen in our body is to kill bacteria. And how do we do that? We take our oxygen, we convert it into oxygen free radicals, and that is converted to hydrogen peroxide, and eventually hydrogen peroxide is converted to HOCl, which is nothing but bleach, and we use bleach to kill our bacteria. Now, how do we remember the different enzymes that are right in the middle? I use the mnemonic NSM. If that helps you remember, then that's great. If you have some other way of remembering, that's also fine too. But for me, it's convenient for me to remember NSM. And the N stands for NADPH oxidase, S stands for superoxide dismutase, and M stands for myeloperoxidase. Okay? This step, where we use NADPH oxidase, we also use one molecule of NADP. Okay? We convert NADPH to NADP. So see this HOCl? This HOCl is then going to come and destroy our bacteria and kill it. And also this thing that I drew here, this is a phagolysosome. That is, we are taking the bacteria inside the cell and we are killing it and we're destroying it using bleach. So now I would like you to keep this in mind, the phagolysosome action, okay, of the oxygen burst and all that, and kind of move on to inside the cytoplasm. What is happening inside the cytoplasm? So what happens is, inside the cytoplasm, glucose is converted to glucose 6-phosphate, right? So glucose 6-phosphate is then converted to 6-phosphogluconate. So why exactly are we doing this? Why are we converting our glucose 6-phosphate to 6-phosphogluconate? Because eventually this system will trickle down to make nucleotides, okay? But in the process, many things are happening. Glucose 6-phosphate to 6-phosphogluconate is, this enzyme is converted by, this process is converted by the enzyme G6PD, okay? At the same time, when we are making G6PD, we are also generating NADPH from NADP. We use NADP in many things in our body, okay? One of the things is right here, creating oxygen radicals to kill bacteria. They are also used famously in fatty acid synthesis and many other processes. But this method not only is making nucleotides at the end, but it is also generating NADPH. But let's move on for now. But this NADPH formation needs to be converted back to NADP to keep this process going, right? This is simultaneously happening with another enzyme, okay, which is converting oxidized glutathione to reduced glutathione. Okay, now we're continuing with this process by using the enzyme glutathione reductase. Now, glutathione reduced is actually used to do a very special thing. And what is that? You see our hydrogen peroxide that is being made here. The hydrogen peroxide is used to make bleach, but there is something else that happens here. Sometimes hydrogen peroxide can come inside the cell and it can just destroy, because it is causing damage to bacterial cell, right? It can also cause damage to our whole system, and it can cause oxidative stress in our body. So sometimes we need to break this hydrogen peroxide down, and we do it using our glutathione, our reduced glutathione. So this process is using our hydrogen peroxide, which is coming from the outside to here, and converting this into water, okay? And this method of conversion is, we're using the enzyme glutathione peroxidase, because we are converting the peroxide to water, okay? So again, The hydrogen peroxide can come from the outside to inside, can get converted to water, and this process is being carried out by glutathione peroxidase. Now, glutathione peroxidase is going to make our oxidized glutathione, and to be able to continue this process, we need to keep reducing our glutathione so that we can convert this hydrogen peroxide to water. And we do it by taking our oxidized glutathione and reducing it by using the enzyme glutathione reductase.